back to my channel. It's Terry, and welcome to my first episode of An Orchid A Day. And this is an orchid, and this is an orchid and a very pretty orchid that is shy and hasn't really opened up yet all the way. I think it might open up a little bit more. I hope so. But this is VLC Kioi Mendenhall. This has been on my wish list for a long time. Finally got a hold of this plant last year and was lucky to get 2 sheaths to produce flowers. And there is no fragrance, but it is still pretty, none the same. As I said, I think it is still developing. These really just opened up in the last day or so. This is a cross between Brassavola nodosa and SLC Lorraine Shirai. As I said again, there is no fragrance on this as of yet. Probably will not be, but pretty awesome lip. But as I was saying, while this is an orchid, this is not the orchid that I was kind of focusing on today. The one that I'm focusing on today is this one. This is Angraecum infundibulare. And I got this orchid about a year ago as an import from Popoff on eBay. Check him out. He does have unusual and I would say nice sized plants. Most plants that I see on his list are very rare and you don't really see them a lot. Or if he does have one that you can find, the size of it is quadruple the size that you can get it on eBay or anywhere. But as I said, they are imports. And then this has been on this mount for a while, and it did do pretty good. The roots, there is still some green tips on this plant. Did produce this leaf for me last year, and it's getting this leaf. But it's been on this moss, and I like to get the moss off and replace it with new moss. Probably leave it on this mount because it still looks pretty fresh. And just remount it, just tie it back down on this mount. This plant is from South Africa. It's an Angraecum. Did I say that? This is Angraecum. Yeah, I did. I showed you the tag. Infundibulare. And as you know, if you've followed my channel for a while, and thanks again for all my new subscribers. I wanted to say that, and thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please subscribe. But as I was saying before I got back on topic, this is the orchid of the day, and I plan to remount this, and I just wanted to film this before I remount it. I don't want to, you've seen everybody under the sun do a remounting video, and I will just show you the end product. But I do think that this moss, well, it's been on here for a year, as I know, and I just think it needs to be replaced. These plants like a lot of water when they're in growth, and they do grow upright in a vining fashion. And when it gets to be of a bigger size, I will attach it to some sort of a tree fern pole. Same as what you would do with a vanilla, similar to that. Again, this is, produces its spikes from the, between the nodes of the leaves, outward fashion, and the flowers, very similar to Echlerianum, which I have, and Birmense, but this is Infundibulare, and as you can see, it's almost a bucket or kind of a cornucopia type flower with a spur hanging out the back, which is where the nectar collects down there at the bottom. Very fragrant at night. One of the largest flowers of these types of plants. As I said, this is Echlerianum's flower, which is very small. And this is Birmense, which is in between this Echlerianum and Infundibulare. Okay, so this is the before, and when I come back, I will already have the plant remounted with fresh sphagnum moss on it. All right. Okay, everybody, I am back, and I just wanted to kind of show you how the roots looked underneath all that moss. And there are quite a few active roots under there, which I was very surprised to see. So I'm very happy that this plant looks still pretty healthy despite being in that moss for a while. And again, when I come back, it will be back on this mount. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and here is the remounted Angraecum infundibulare. And as you can see, that is what the old moss looked like. It was getting some of the algae in it, and it was just breaking down. This is the new before I put it on the mount, and this is, I lightly just wrapped, because the roots still like to be exposed. They still like to dry out, but it does like extra moisture, especially when it is in growth. So hopefully, and these plants do not like to be, as everyone who grows Angraecums know, they do not like to be remounted, repotted, their roots disturbed, especially after they are blooming size. So I don't think that this has bloomed yet, so I may be safe. But with all Angraecums, the rule is do not repot after, well, you have to repot, but you have to be very gentle because they hate to be repotted after they have bloomed. I want to mention, while I'm thinking about it, while I have the tag right here, is make sure that you put the date that you are repotting, and do it in pencil. Pencil does not wash off. Okay, just wanted to remind you of that. Very important.